Alright, hello everyone. Today we'll be doing a video on Apex Legends once again, and today's video is on 𝗏𝗏. Here are 𝗏𝗏's official abilities. We have pretty much exactly the same as what the leaks told us. The passive of Gift from the Rift, where you essentially can interact with a death box using your tail and claim an item, but it cannot be a shield core. The tactical is a little passageway through walls and surfaces. And the ultimate is Avoid Nexus, where it's pretty much Revenant's old ultimate, where you put a device down and you can teleport back to it, upwards of 200 meters, and I believe it lasts for 2 minutes. Okay, so this is how the ultimate is going to work in game, where you basically have this device, you put it down, it's got a little like ring around it, similar to like the care pack lock-on thing for the skirmisher passive, and you can go upwards of 200 meters away from this thing, as you can see by the ping right there. And then simply just click on it to teleport back. You can also have the option to destroy it as well, which I don't really feel many people are going to do. Just to have that little like security net is very, very helpful. And your whole team can do this as well, so it's not just yourself. So that was the ultimate. Now let's go over the tactical. This is the only other ability we have actually showcased, because you can't actually showcase the passive because it requires to be in an actual game. But as you can see, she uses her tail to then shoot down a portal on a surface, and you go through it and you end up on the other side, which seems to work pretty well from what I've seen of it. It doesn't look to be very buggy, but chances are it will be. But let's go over the perks for this character as well. So the first perk is the frequent nexus. The ultimate cooldown is reduced by 30 seconds. Now I believe the cooldown is 120 seconds, so this makes it a 1.5 minute ultimate, which is really, really quick for how good it is. And I believe it lasts for 2 minutes. I don't know how the hell that's going to work. Also, I do find it quite interesting that we have 7 skirmisher legends now. That is pretty cool. I do hope they add a recon character soon, because I do like them quite a lot. Then we have the second perk, which is Seen with Portals. I might actually think this one is a little bit better than the other one, I'm not going to lie, because it's got 2 different parts to it. The first one is that you highlight persists after the tactical phase. This is quite confusing, but what I think it kind of means is after you take the portal, the tactical, you essentially end up on the other side still in your invulnerability phase, but you can obviously move around, similar to like Wraith's tactical. So you basically have like a Wraith tactical in your tactical. The second part of it is, as well, is you can see enemy health, which is obviously very similar to 𝗙𝗏's tactical as well, after you exit a portal. So this tactical seems to be insane. Not only is it just a movement ability, but it's also a recon tool as well overall. So I think this one is honestly going to be better than the ultimate cooldown. I believe it's also a 30-second cooldown for the tactical, so this third perk right here, the tactical cooldown reduced it by 10 seconds, is also probably a really good shout as well. But then again, how often are you nearby surfaces, so maybe it might not actually be as useful as the other one. The other one being that you no longer have a Nexus timeout type of thing. Because I believe, don't quote us on this, but I believe the Nexus lasts for 2 minutes, which, in a way, to start a fight and get out of a fight, finish a fight, everything, most fights don't last over 2 minutes, really. If we're thinking about it, they don't last over 2 minutes. And so I believe probably this one is a bit useless, and I would probably take the tactical one. So if you ask me what the best perks are, I would go for the 2 on the right. The tactical cooldown and also the tactical buff, where you can actually see people after you exit a portal. They seem really good. I think the ultimate is great by itself, and I don't think it actually needs buffs. But the tactical, you kind of want to get that more often. You want to get more out of it. The perks are pretty good for that one. Now, we still have to see what the passive is, of course. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, though. I think if you just hover over somewhere where a death box is, you'll just be able to pick something up out of it. Now, if you ask me, this does ring kind of alarm bells. Like, these abilities are very similar to 𝗏𝗏, with the death box passive that she has, as well as the portal that she has as well, and also seeing people after you exit the portal. Like, there's a lot of similarities with 𝗏𝗏. So if you were to ask me, I do believe we're going to probably get 𝗏𝗏 Reborn soon. I've made loads of videos on that, about the fact that she should have like a sword for an ultimate ability, where she can actually kill people with a sword. I think it'll be really sick. and like a dash ability. I really want that in the game, and I think it would just be great. So hopefully that does happen. I've got my fingers crossed for that. But overall, Alta looks really, really cool. And I would also like to hear what you guys think are the best perks for this character. I personally think the two on the right are the best ones, but I would like to know what you guys think. And what type of character would you like next? I would personally would love to have a recon character. I feel like the recon characters have kind of went downhill after they all got nerfed. Kind of like the whole recon kind of meta got nerfed. They haven't released one in ages, and I wouldn't even classify Vantage a recon character really. So hopefully they do release a cool and interesting recon character soon. But for the time being, Alta definitely seems to be a really good pick.